Hi, it's Jessica Merrick from Louisville, Kentucky. And when I'm not planning my redo trip with two small children and trying to figure out how to avoid meltdowns, I love to go geeking on Walt Disney World with Curtis, Lindsay, and the whole geeking family.
Are you ready for a fun-filled hour of food favorites, resort hopping, and hanging out with Disney World geeks? It's now time to go geeking on Walt Disney World. Here's our dad and co-host. Hollywood was impressed with his performance in crowd scenes at the Indiana Jones stunt show. He never misses an 11 a.m. margarita at the Mexican Pavilion. And Mike Wazowski is still raving about his performance as that guy over at Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Curtis Stone.
Welcome home, Disney World geeks. This week on the show, we do a pre-trip report with a listener who's never been, and it's been a lifelong dream of hers to go to Walt Disney World on episode 258 of the Geekin' on Walt Disney World podcast. I am your Geekin' Family Podfather, Curtis Stone, and we are the family-friendly father-daughter podcast, also featuring Mama, Auntie Judy, Soul Sister Holly, cousins Jen and EJ, and our Geekin' family will feed your passion for Walt Disney World by sharing our experiences and opinions, as well as others from our community of passionate Walt Disney World geeks. I'm so excited you're here with us listening to our show because geeky Disney people are awesome and we consider you family, part of our Geekin' family. Join us every Monday as we share travel tips, resort reviews, and lots of food talk through our live trip reports, interviews with our Geekin' family members about their trips, and special guest roundtables on fun Disney World topics from Geekin' family members all around the world. And we take pride in the awesome and positive community in our Geekin' family. So come join us to share in our love for Walt Disney World and each other. And I bet you'll learn something to try on your next vacation. If you're listening to podcasts to plan your Disney vacation, we're Disney travel experts and we're independent travel agents with Fairy Tale Concierge. Fairy Tale Concierge is an authorized Disney vacation planner agency. Just email us at travelingtiaras@gmail.com. That's traveling without the G. travelingtiaras@gmail.com, or go to our website, geekinonwdw.com/advice, and we'll get in touch with you to set up a free phone call and you can book with us your awesome Disney vacation. Hey geeks, I've been working on this episode practically all year. I first started chatting with our guest Bruna Matskevich back in April of this year, and she found our show and became a member of our Facebook group, and I started chatting with her. I even had a phone call with her, I remember early on. I think it was back in April. She originally is from Brazil, lives here in the States now. Had a lifelong dream to go to Walt Disney World. So I was so excited to bring her on the podcast and do a pre-trip report. And actually, she's in Disney World right now. We recorded this about 4 weeks ago. First of all, some highlights from this recording. I have a little fun with her, asking her or telling her all about the Brazilian tour groups that we always make fun with. I hope she didn't get offended by that. And she didn't. She told me all about the culture and why they come to Disney World. And we review that she's going to stay at Pop Century, talk about her room, talk about some tips on transportation, and she's actually going to do the deluxe meal plan. So we review all of her restaurant choices. She's really excited to try the Star Wars Voyage. She's got lots of things that she's set up for this trip, including the Christmas party. We talk about some lounge suggestions, what's on her must-do list, and some of the planning trips. You know, she's doing extensive amount of research, including our podcast, and what are some of the best planning tips she's been finding as she does her research. And then we have a little bonus chat you got to listen to all the time on our podcasts, and especially this time also after the music ends at the very end of the show. Our show is not over most of the time, so listen to that. A lot of people don't know, like I call them my bloopers, but usually it's just chit chat that we have before and after the official recording. All right, now let's dream along with Bruna as she plans her lifelong dream to visit Walt Disney World. I'm really excited about the guest I have on coming on. She's got a really interesting story. I really wanted to bring her on to the show. We don't do this a lot but on this episode, we're going to do a pre-trip, and she's one of our listeners, and we started talking about her trip back in April of this year, but let's bring her right on. She can't wait to try her first Dole Whip and Citrus Swirl and give her vote into which is better. We always have that little debate that's fun in the community. She is probably going to cry the first time she steps into Magic Kingdom. I don't even think probably. I got a pretty good feeling. I think the emotions are going to be running high. And she's trying to turn her husband into a Disney geek. So this trip is first of the many they hope to make, and please give a warm geek and family welcome to Bruna Matskevich. Did I say it? Oh, I hope I got it right, Bruna.
Hey, geeks. Almost. It's okay. It's okay.
Matskevich. I'm trying. That's
It's Matskevich. Oh,
Matskevich.
Now I didn't say correctly. It's Matskevich.
There you go. Thank you, Bruna. Well, I hope to do better the rest of our chat, but
it's okay. We can leave our last name out of it for now.
Hey, how long have you been listening to the podcast?
So I think I started back in January, maybe February.
Yeah.
Because I was learning about podcasts, and then I started with some of the ones that pop out first. I think WDW was the first one. And then I heard you guys, and I fell in love with the podcast. I think the first episode that I heard was one that you guys had a round table or something. So was you, was Lindsay, was Holly, and I think you had people from the unofficial guidebooks.
Oh.
So I just fell in love with the podcast, with the voices, with the way you guys were talking. I said that this is my podcast right here. So then I went and started listening to everything.
I love it. Did you go way back into the back catalog?
Yeah. Not too far back, because I was thinking I don't want to get too much old information, but I went back to some episodes, and then I just kept listening every week now.
Well, I think we started chatting on the Messenger. Sometimes I think even back then I didn't have the 3 questions when you joined our Facebook group. If I remember.
You did.
I did?
You did.
Oh, okay. Maybe I saw that you were planning a trip, so I was chatting with you. Partly about it, so a lot of times I have a question there. Do you need a travel agent? And that might have sparked the conversation. And you were asking lots of questions. I was like, you know what? Why don't we just get on the phone, right?
I asked too many questions.
No, not at all. It was great. I was interested in what you're going to find out a little bit why. Let's get into your background a little bit. What's your experience with Disney World?
So with the park specifically, none. I haven't been to any of the parks, but I fell in love with Disney since I can remember. I always watched the movies. I think Lion King was my first movie.
Yeah.
And since then, I always liked the cute and having all those Disney things around me. And that's how everything started. But living in Brazil, it was like, how do I get to Disney World? It's far, it's expensive. Yeah. So because it was always my dream to come to the United States, period, to move here.
Right.
Once I did, I said, I need to get there. But life gets in the way.
Yeah.
And the time went by. But I got married to an awesome husband.
All right.
And for my birthday last year, he presented to me. It was kind of cute the way he did it, actually.
Yeah, tell us.
Surprise. So I had no idea. I had no idea what was going to happen. We spent the day celebrate my birthday, and then at the end of the day, he hadn't get me anything for my birthday. I haven't got any gifts or anything. And we were going to sleep, and he gives me the cutest mini backpack. And he said, "Here, happy birthday." And I said, "Oh, this is so cute." And then I opened the backpack. There's a pencil case kind of thing, also mini shaped. And he said, "Open, there's something inside." And then I opened, there's a note with Mickey, like with their arms open and say, "We're going to Disney World." And I start crying. I didn't believe it. I thought it was a trick. It was the whole thing.
Wow. When was that?
That was almost exactly a year ago. My birthday is next week, so it was exactly on my birthday.
Wow. And so this is a dream that you've been working on for a long time, right, Bruna?
It is. It is a dream. At 20, oh my God, 20. I'm going to be 31, so 31 years old that I've been dreaming about this. So
that's what got me so excited to bring you on and do a trip report and try to help you through the community, anything I can directly do to help give you advice. And so we're going to get into that. So when are you going on this trip? I know you've been planning it for a long time. It seems like forever to me.
It seems forever, but I can't believe it's so close now.
It's part of the fun. I wanted to tell you, the planning is part of the fun, isn't it?
We're going to hit that later, but the planning was hard.
Yeah.
But I fell in love with it.
Yeah, I know you have.
So we are leaving at the end of October, and we're going for 2 weeks.
Oh, nice!
Because we're doing Universal too. So
excellent. How many nights in Disney? How many nights in Universal?
So we're doing 3 nights at Universal and 11 nights at Disney. And
you're doing the Universal first, or after?
We're doing Universal first because that's what everybody tells me to do.
Oh, why do you think that's true? I don't know. I think I've heard that, but tell me why.
So the whole explanation is once you get into the Disney bubble, you want to stay there. So people told me, like, go to Universal first, get that out of your system, and then get into the bubble. Once you're in the bubble, you stay there, and you don't need to leave ever again until you have to go home.
I like that. Well, of course, I'm biased. I like that idea.
But it worked nice for us because we're kind of getting 2 seasons because we're going to get Halloween at Universal and then we get Christmas at Disney because we're getting to Disney exactly the 1st of November. Okay. So it's nice. Right when all the decorations change.
Oh, wow. Are you going to do some Halloween then at Universal?
I don't think we're going to have time to do the parties because they run late.
Oh, okay.
They start like at 6:30 until like 1 o'clock in the morning. And we're going to have some pretty early mornings.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're going to do. But they have all the decorations. They have the paths in between the parks that are all decorated with Halloween stuff.
Yeah. This will be going on. Right.
We're going to get some of that decoration there and then move to Christmas.
Yeah.
Disney.
And why did you pick this time of the year?
So we have a problem with my husband's work schedule because he's a general contractor, but we also clean snow during the winter.
All right. Yeah.
So we had to choose a time
in between.
And because of the weather, I am the kind of person that I don't do well with heat.
Oh.
So I was afraid of going the first time in the Florida heat.
Oh, I was just remembered something. And you're from Brazil, and I hope.
Yeah.
I think when we first talked, I said, "Oh, you've been listening to the show, but I hope you don't take offense of all the jokes I've made of Brazilian tourists."
No, not at all, not at all. I feel you. Don't worry. I come from the country. I know how the people are.
No, the people are fine. They're beautiful and they're excited. We always see young girls trips, like these big groups of people. That's where we have fun with it, actually, Bruna. So I don't know. Are you familiar with that? Is there a tradition from Brazil?
It's because Brazil, the girls, they don't celebrate the 15. They celebrate 16 years old. It's different from Mexico. It's the same thing as United States. So the Sweet 16, normally the girls, they come here.
Oh.
And normally if it's a family that has if they can, they bring like all the friends.
Yeah.
That's why it's a big group. Or because Brazilians, they just like to travel in big groups. I don't know what is the problem. But normally when you see like a lot of young people, like the 15, 16 years old, because they're celebrating the Sweet 16. Because that's very normal. They get like the trip as a gift. So that's why you see all those young teenagers running around there.
We got the inside scoop. Thank you.
That's right.
But you were saying... you were saying it was hot. You were saying isn't Brazil a hot climate?
It is hot. And my husband always have this argument with me. The thing is, where I lived right before I moved here is pretty dry. Like, it's a dry and it's hot.
Yeah.
It gets to like 100, 120. I think if you compare, it would be like California heat.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it's that kind of heat.
Right. I gotcha. Yeah. We've heard that. That's the humidity that gets to people.
But again, we here in Connecticut, we got a pretty humid summer this year. Like I never felt like this all the years that I lived here. So
so everyone knows, Bruna found us through the podcast, but we live not that far from each other, actually, probably within 30 minutes, I think.
Yeah, but
you're kind of the same.
30 minutes.
You're like in the same part of Connecticut, the same part of the state, and it's a small state. All right, let's get into some of our favorite topics.
Okay.
That we like to do when we're doing trip reports, but I'm going to do it in reverse. It's going to be like, before you go, what do you think? Actually, before I get into the resort, what do you think Disney World? What do you think Disney World's going to be like?
So I have been my expectations so high, so high. Because you watch all those things and you see all the videos and you hear all the people talking about it and you say, oh my God, I hope it's as magical and it's as fun as everybody else. But at the same time, I'm trying to okay, lower your expectations down, breathe. So, because I think the higher your expectations are, the more disappointed you get when things don't come true.
Yeah, I think I talk about my story when I went. I went when I was quite an adult, 39 years old before I went, 1999. I went by myself to a conference. I always loved hotels. I always liked places where things were happening. I always loved to be a tourist and go to a city and see the sights. I had an experience when my wife and I were dating. We were going with a big group out to the Rocky Mountains, and we were in the Yellowstone National Park. Jackson Hole, Wyoming is where we were in the Rocky Mountains. And when we flew in, you just can't explain the Rocky Mountains to somebody. I think until you see them, right? There's this majesty. I think New York City has that kind of feeling for me, or a big Yankee Stadium or some kind of big stadium like that. Disney World is like that to me. When I got there and saw the immensity of the property and the resorts and the parks, it's... People, a friend of mine said that hadn't gone very much. They think it's like a Six Flags.
I think that's what everybody thinks for people that have never been, or even more people from other countries that have never been. They say it's just an amusement park.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, I think you're going in with the right expectations. We talk about when Disney's building a new land. So if those of us that go often, we hear it get all hyped up too. And we hear New Fantasyland was that one for us. We thought it was going to double the size of the park. I don't know. I don't even know where we get these ideas. They're in our head. How do we form these opinions, even though we're not really hearing anything in particular? And when it wasn't what I expected, I did feel a little let down. But as I got into it and understood what was going on and enjoyed it, Toy Story Land was totally different. I've kind of learned and Mom was really good about this, telling me what was going to be there. I started hearing some reports of people going there. I'm like, okay, I know exactly what this is going to be like. I was still a little lost when I got there, but I couldn't find the entrance for Slinky Dog, which is weird after you've been and know the parks quite well. Right. It's fun to.
But exactly. But for you guys that go so often, it's nice because you're like in that situation like for the first time.
Yeah.
I've never been here before, so I think that must be fun. I imagine that people waiting for Star Wars must be like going insane.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's looking really interesting from the outside. I can say that. Well, now, did you watch a lot of videos? And are you cheating?
I avoid watching ride videos.
Oh, good.
I avoid
I agree with that.
Those videos. However, everything else I watched. I have, I think, my YouTube page has like 20 something channels that is just about Disney. I have like podcasts. I have like blogs and everything. I absorb all the information I could
Nice.
have. My husband said, like, you're studying like you have a test to go to. So
Nice.
it was a lot. But I avoid, like, I didn't watch any of the shows.
Okay,
I
good.
didn't watch any of the parades, like those kind of things. I avoided just because, again, I want to see it for the first time.
You know what you can actually do now? Google has a map that you can actually like walk the property.
I did that.
Yeah, there you go.
I did that, yeah. Disney Springs, I did Magic Kingdom, I did Animal Kingdom. So,
I think that's a pretty good idea. So you get a lay of the land if you can virtually like that. I think that's a pretty good idea. I'm with you though. I don't like to try.
It's nice to see. I think like watching videos of people that do the vlogs mostly. It's nice, for example, because I already know more or less where to walk to.
Yeah, got an idea.
Where things are. So, but watching the rides, I kind of like.
I agree.
I don't want to do that. Yeah.
I'm totally with you. All right, let's talk about your resort. Which resort did you pick and why?
So we're staying at Pop Century, and since the beginning of the research, because I knew of the budget I had, and I knew how much we would have to do.
Yeah.
So I knew we couldn't do anything like to the deluxe area.
Yeah.
And again, my husband and I were the kind of people that we don't stay in the resorts that much.
Right.
We don't like stay in the rooms or don't do pools. So for me, it was choosing which one was like nice enough.
Yeah.
And it had a reasonable price. And I have a whole problem with carpets. So when I heard that Pop Century was refurbishing all the rooms, they said, "This is my resort."
Nice. I love your choice, and I totally agree with you. Especially going the first time, and you're going to go, like we say on the podcast, full stink. I think in the parks, you're going to probably
full stink.
Well, you're going to go full. You're going to go full stink in the parks, which is totally reasonable. And by the time you get back to the room and hit your head on the pillow, it's going to be like lights out. That's what I predict.
I believe that's going to be the deal.
I still do it, so I think that's why I'm good at saying that. All right. Yeah, I think Pop Century is a great choice, and I think you're going to enjoy it. I was looking at some of your notes. You know, this is great. I know you're doing your research because you know it's also very close to another big resort called Art of Animation.
Correct. And I'm very excited to cross the bridge and go take a look, because the figures and all the statues and all the things that they have with the characters, they look so pretty in the pictures. And I said, I need to go there, take a look. And they have a nice, oh my God, the quick service
food court. Yeah, food court, quick service. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so we're probably going to stop by there to get like breakfast one of the days or something. So
I think that's a great idea. A great idea. Pop Century is a favorite of ours. And one of the great things about Pop Century that I like too, we talk about the transportation and the buses. Pop Century is one of the value resorts where you get one bus comes to the main building there. And some of these resorts, that's the other thing. Some of these values and even the moderates, the property and the buildings and the buses go in like these big circles, and then sometimes you got to go around and stop and pick up people. But Pop Century is one where you get the bus at one place and everyone goes there. So that's a big advantage of Pop Century.
I wonder, because I didn't say that actually, but we're driving. I forgot to say that.
Oh, yeah, I didn't ask. Oh,
yeah.
All right.
I forgot to put that on the note. So we're driving. So we're going to have a car there, and I kind of like plan my day already more or less which days we're going to drive when we're getting the bus. But in the end, we're mostly going to drive. I don't know if that's a good idea, actually. I think that's one of the things I never asked to anyone in the Facebook page.
I'll answer that question right now. And yeah, I'll give you some chance. If you have some questions, we'll answer them, at least for my ability. Okay. You know, our Facebook group is so awesome. They get opinions.
Oh my God. You guys help me like so much. Like, I love that I answer, like, I don't even wait, like 2 minutes. There's my answer.
It's phenomenal, isn't it? Yes. We have a great community in the Geekin' Family on Facebook. And so if you're driving, here's my advice for you. Definitely use your car just about everywhere except Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom, they have the parking a little farther away. There's a big lake in front of where they park everybody at the Ticket and Transportation Center. Then you have to take a boat or you got to take the monorail to get to Magic Kingdom. Whereas if you take the bus, they drop you off right in the front of the park.
Okay. I'm just concerned because the only day that's maybe a concern for us is the first day, because we're checking out of Universal early morning and going, and we have like a breakfast reservation for our guests before park opening.
I would take the bus.
You take the bus?
I would.
Okay.
Absolutely. I would take the bus and I would take it right in there and, leave an hour before your reservation. An
hour before is enough.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That may
there you
work.
go.
So, all right.
Well, let's talk about food. Hey, I know you and I talked about the meal plan. Did you decide what you're going to finally do?
Yeah. I finally decided. We're going to go with the deluxe in the end.
Are you really? The deluxe meal plan?
Yes, because I sat down, I did the math, all the credits and all how much would be if we actually pay out of pocket.
Yeah.
I did all the math, and in the end, it came out the same.
Nice.
Practically.
I totally, I agree. I know. Tell me why the meal plan also, I think I know why, another reason why this is important to you.
Yeah, so the reason is so again, the restaurant planning, it was all around my husband because this trip is for my birthday. However, I want him to have fun, and he's a foodie. He loves food. He loves restaurants. He likes nice food. So when I was choosing all the restaurants, I came around choosing a lot fine dining. Yeah. And like everybody knows, fine dining is 2 credits. And once you put everything pen to paper, it comes out worth it to have the dining plan, the deluxe, specifically the deluxe dining plan. If you're having sit down, because we have sit down meals, at least 2 sit down meals almost every day. So it is worth it in the end.
Nice.
So
this is a big foodie meal, and your husband's never been to Disney World either. I take it.
To say that he never been, he went when he was like 16 years old. They had no idea where they were going to.
Yeah.
So you have an idea. My husband came to the United States when he was 13 years old. He came with his family.
Yeah.
And so he didn't know anything about Disney either.
Right.
So they came and they were in Florida for vacation for a few days. They said, let's go to Disney. They went to Magic Kingdom. They got in and said, what is this place? Because when you don't know, you like walking around, there's no rides because you're expecting roller coasters and all that thing. And it was January. So I don't know. So that was his experience with Disney World.
I'm really excited to see if you guys can put down all this food. Let's go through the list. I'm going to go right into it. And I think it's fantastic. I haven't read them like all the way through yet. So this is I haven't read always. Let's see what we got here. But the first day you're doing Be Our Guest breakfast, Skipper Canteen for lunch. This is all in Magic Kingdom. And then California Grill for dinner.
Correct.
Bam.
First day.
We're not messing around. I love that. Yeah. Wow, a lot of people love Be Our Guest for breakfast. I'm sure you heard that. And
I did, but I also heard that people think that the food is not worth it for the price.
Yeah, but if you're on the meal plan, you're
that's
good.
true. If you're on the meal plan, it doesn't matter. But it's still...
Plus, if you're eating at Skipper Canteen, and we get a lot of mixed reviews on Skipper Canteen, you've probably heard. And it'd be interesting to see, the foodie. I like the foodie aspect that you're talking about. Really love to hear how your husband thinks of these. California Grill, to me, it's one of my favorites. And it's at number 2 for me for the deluxe dining places. Big part of it is the location. As you probably already know, it's in the Contemporary, at the very top of the Contemporary. And the food and the service, and you'll be able to see the fireworks from there. You have what time's your reservation for California Grill?
So my reservation is the 6:45, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 6:45. So the fireworks for the day, I think, is 10 o'clock at night. So I don't know, because again, we take our time eating. We are not the kind of people that to swallow food. So I don't know if we're going to stay there until the fireworks time.
Yeah, so even if you can go, like you go downstairs, get a drink or something, you can go back up just because you've eaten there. You can always go up to the top and watch. If you're not too tired, I highly recommend that. Definitely, that'd be great.
No, but that's the whole plan.
All right.
The reason I got the reservation is because I want to wow him also. So
right off the
look at this, right off the bat, the first day.
I think you'll do fine the rest of the time too. So next day, Akershus in Epcot and Chefs de France.
Exactly.
Any reason why you picked Akershus and Chef de France?
So Akershus is because of the princesses.
Yeah. Okay.
So I am a princess fan. I love all the princesses. I want
great.
to be a princess. So that's because
that one's for you.
Like you saw, I'm not doing Cinderella Royal Table because that was one that I read the menu and the prices, and I said now that I am in the deluxe dining plan, maybe. But I said, no, I'm okay. The food didn't appeal to me at all.
Okay.
To do a breakfast. So I went to Akershus. And the princes that they have there are like a little more. They have some different princes, so that's
perfect.
fine.
You've checked it out. The next day, 50s prime time for lunch. You're over at Hollywood Studios, and then another deluxe brown derby.
Yeah.
Two great ones.
So you guys have been to Brown Derby, right, for dinner?
Yes, we have.
So the food is good there.
Absolutely. It's definitely a signature restaurant, and did your husband like steaks?
He does.
All right. Well, he's going to have lots of steaks choices. Prime time, 50s prime time is like mama's food, what we call kind of home cooking. And there's also a show kind of going on with the wait staff. That's fun. You've heard us talk about that. So that place is really popular, a lot of fun. Brown Derby is fun.
I have to say, it was hard to figure out where to eat at Hollywood Studios without leaving the parks.
Yeah, I like your choices. Those are two of the best. Absolutely.
Good.
And you guys aren't really doing any buffets, I don't think. I'm looking through. I got a couple.
Garden Grill's a buffet, isn't it? No.
Yeah, well, so they have this thing called Family Style. So let's keep going. And, talking about buffets, the next day you're at Boma for breakfast.
Yeah.
And we've heard lots of great things. I actually didn't eat there yet for breakfast. Love it for dinner. And then if you're a foodie, I think Tiffin's is a must. And you got that on your list too.
Yeah, that's one that everybody told me. Like if you want signature dining, that's the one. And I like that it's in the park too.
Absolutely. Yeah. Nice, quiet, and it's relaxing. Of course, it shouldn't be too hot in Florida when you're there, but it's an oasis to get out of the heat when you're in Animal Kingdom. I love Boma. I've heard great things about breakfast, and I think you're going to love that. I think that's a great reason to have the car too. That'd be nice to just hop over to Boma and then you're quick hopping, skipping a jump and you're over into Animal Kingdom. So perfect. Yeah. Good job. I like how you're not like bouncing around logistically.
Oh, no. Actually, the funny thing is the way I planned the whole trip is I chose all the restaurants. I chose the parks first because that is a whole
nice job.
Thing.
Yeah.
With people to like the days they're supposed to go to each park, for example, Thursday, Monday, you choose the parks based on those days.
Yeah.
So
I like that.
How I chose that first, and then based on the parks we're going to be, I chose the restaurants. So that's
very smart. I'm editing a show that's already out. Lindsay and Holly and I got together and we were talking about things that can go wrong in Disney World. And people don't understand how long it takes to travel from place to place. Example would be you're at Animal Kingdom and you've got dinner reservations at California Grill. And they just have no idea. I mean, buses, if you're taking buses, they can be delayed. It takes a lot of time if you're in one part of the park, you're in the back of the park, you got to walk to the front. There's just logistically a lot of problems that can come up so I think, I don't know where you got this tip, but it's spot on for a beginner, especially.
Good.
Nice job. We'll keep going. Whispering Canyon. Now this one's a little different, but I think this looks like a day where you're kind of chilling.
So I have two break/Disney Springs day
Nice.
in between. So that's why there's no fast passes or anything.
Yeah, so you're going to go over to the Wilderness Lodge, which is great. You get a chance to see a grand and deluxe resort over at Whispering Canyon, and they are changing things up. Well, actually, no, they're just, I think they're slowing down on some of the shtick that they were doing inside that restaurant. It's the signature restaurant there. They're changing up Artist Point.
The Artist Point. I think you guys talked about it. Did you guys talk about it, or I don't remember.
I don't know if you talked about it in the podcast. We have been talking about it in the Facebook group.
Yeah, so they're changing to
Character.
Snow White.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. You got it. You know your stuff.
Yeah.
So why Morimoto to Asia? I'm wondering. That's down in Disney Springs, right?
It is in Disney Springs.
Yeah.
It is.
What made you pick that one?
So I, again, reading about all the restaurants, and we're a fan of Asian fusion, all that thing.
Yeah.
So, and I love the restaurant. I saw pictures of the restaurant, those chandeliers and all those things inside the restaurant look so pretty. I said, okay, we need to go there. So,
what are you going to do for lunch that day? I see breakfast is Whispering Canyon. Then any thoughts there? Are you going to be down in Disney Springs?
It all depends of how hungry we're going to be. And because one of those Disney Springs day, I want to do the Void, the Star Wars thing.
All right, we're going to talk. Yeah, that's a great idea.
I don't have that on my notes because I was going to ask you about it because I didn't know if I had to make a reservation. I don't know if you could. So we can talk about that. But one of those days I'm going to do some different things. That's why I don't have like a reservation for lunch specifically.
Yeah. Maybe some lounges. Do you guys like to have?
Yeah. That's the other thing. We're going to hit some lounges.
All right. Do you guys like to have a few cocktails?
Oh, yeah.
All right. I'll give you some tips. Actually, I don't know if we'll have to talk about that. All right. We'll talk more about that. And I think the Void is your husband a Star Wars fan?
Actually, we're both
nice.
Lukewarm.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing.
Perfect. Actually, perfect for this because I never did any virtual reality things. It's kind of a new technology, and it was awesome. I think I'd highly recommend that.
How does it work? Like, can you just walk in, or is something like everything else in Disney that you have to have a reservation for it or reschedule ahead of time? You're
gonna hear us talk about this in our trip report that Judy, Ken, and Mama and I did in a couple of weeks, but I'll give you a little tip, and I'm going to do my trip report too. But essentially, you go with two by two, so it'll just be you and your husband together doing the kind of a little quest, a little adventure, and put on a backpack, you put on the headset. It's all heavy duty gear, and you follow their instructions. And I won't say no more. You'll enjoy it.
Okay.
It's good. All right, let's keep going to the Garden Grill and Monsieur Paul. Wow, we don't hear that one very much. So that's on the deluxe dining. Well, Garden Grill. So you're doing breakfast again. So that's awesome. We hear a lot of great things for breakfast there. Good. Everyone loves the Garden Grill.
And again, because I did want to meet some characters, so I chose the ones I wanted to meet, and I went to the restaurants they might be, again, like the whole like planning thing. And I love Chip and Dale.
Perfect.
I love them. So
and Mickey's there?
Mickey's there too, and we have Pluto, so that's a good meet.
We don't talk, and I don't know much about Monsieur Paul. That is awesome. How'd you get that one on your list?
So the thing is, my husband is a French food lover.
Oh, good. Nice.
So when I act like you saw, I have Chef de France on the side.
Yeah, I gotcha. Cool.
And then, so we're going to do both. Because, again, everything else at Epcot sounds delicious. However, those are the two that, for us, I think will be more of a different experience than everything else that we eat. So that's why I chose those.
All right. Tusker House and Jico. Nice. So Tusker House, another buffet, but that's for breakfast. That's a lot of characters. Great characters there too.
Yeah. It's not the Fab Five, right?
It is.
It is the Fab Five?
It is the Fab Five. Absolutely. That's a great place to see the Fab Five. A great atmosphere for them.
Everybody says the food is amazing.
It is. It is. I mean, it's breakfast food. I never think you can mess up breakfast, but it's awesome. Jico is a fun one. Again, getting over I like how you're getting into the deluxe resorts. A lot of people don't know or don't think about restaurants at the deluxe resorts. So you get a chance to see them from the restaurant side of things. That's awesome. Chico's.
And that's one thing we want to do too. We want to, like for example, the day we're going to go to Whispering Canyon, we actually want to walk around because all I hear in people, you guys talking about in the podcast about it's a Wilderness Lodge, right? I'm not confusing.
This one, Jico is Animal Kingdom Lodge.
No, the Whispering Canyon.
Yes, Whispering Canyon is, yes, that's right. It's
because everybody talks about it. I don't know because I'm getting there so early in the season. I don't think all the decorations will be up yet, but everybody says that
it's close. It's close.
Yeah,
right.
We'll have all the decorations for Christmas. So that's our plan to like kind of walk around.
Absolutely.
And get to know the resorts and everything.
I love it. Definitely do that. And then going over to my favorite resort, Kona at the Polynesian for breakfast, and you're doing BRCast for lunch. And you got the Christmas party that evening, probably, I think that goes into. So another fun day. Kona is... That's funny. You know, a beginner would never think of Kona. That has got to be from our podcast.
It is. You guys talked about it so fondly. And again, it's a chance for us. That day is a day we're going to walk around. So we're going to go to Polynesian for Kona. We're going to eat breakfast. And then we're going to walk around to the Glen Floridian and maybe hit a lounge or something. And then go to Magic Kingdom.
All right.
For the
wow.
So that was because of you guys for sure.
I love it. Oh, wow. I like this one. Flying fish. You know, that's my favorite and Lindsay's favorite. I hope we don't disappoint you. I don't think so. I never have.
The menu looks amazing. So that was one of the reasons. And we want to eat seafood while we're down there.
Oh,
too.
good. Well, I'm excited to hear how you guys make out with this. This is amazing. Paddlefish for brunch and then the boathouse. I guess you're going to get some. This is the seafood day.
That's the seafood day. Yeah. And I have something to tell you. That day, actually, I'm still trying to change, but my whole plan for that day is trying to get to a dessert party at Magic Kingdom to see the fireworks.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But the thing is, I'm trying to change my boathouse reservation, and for now, I still can because I definitely want to go to the boathouse.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. And yeah, if you want some seafood, I mean, they have a menu of just about everything, but
great. I know, but again, we're gonna eat seafood.
Great atmosphere. Yeah. Nice.
You asked if my husband likes steaks. He does, but like while we're in Florida, I think most of the time we're going to be eating seafood, probably.
Wow. Then we're starting to finish up here. The Wave, Victoria, and Alberts. You are really doing the deluxe. That's awesome. The next morning you do Bon Voyage at the Trattoria El Forno. Wow.
That's our departure day. So we eat breakfast and we leave.
That's amazing. Really awesome. I'm jealous. It'd be interesting to see what you think. Sometimes when we do have a lot of restaurants booked, but I think it's because it's just the two of you, and it's like a quest here.
It is a quest, right?
It's like a foodie quest.
Exactly.
I love it.
We're going to be checking out. And again, we need to remember that I'll be down there during Food and Wine Festival.
Oh,
so the 2 days that I'm going to be in Epcot, we're probably going to be hitting some of the booths and eating some of the stuff that we like. So
I advise you and your husband to lose 10 pounds before you leave now, okay? So you can...
I've been dieting for a year. So.
Be prepared to come home and be a little heavier than what you left.
Exactly.
I know I did.
We're going to be walking around.
All right.
Walking a lot. So.
We'll see. We'll talk. All right. Lounges. Do you have any in particular that you're thinking about?
So the Nomad Lounge.
Must do. Oh, yeah? Good one.
Because you guys talk about so much. Again, the lounge are some of the places that I didn't research into that much. It's all going to depend where we are. And for example, maybe we can just like hit the lounge before we go to have our dinner or after, depending on how late they stay open.
Right.
That kind of thing. So we're probably going to try a few lounges.
Any on your mind that you're thinking about? Besides...
I don't know the name of the lounge.
I'll give you one. You know, one of my favorites is Jock Lindsay's down in Disney Springs.
Oh, my God. How did I forget
that one is right near the boathouse, too. So very convenient. kind of, and you know what? If you're going to do the Void too, it's not that far from the Void. The Void is kind of on that side of Disney Springs too. So, yeah.
I feel ashamed that I forgot this one. You guys talking about it all the time.
Jock Lindsay's are one of our favorites. So I just gave you a couple. Those are definitely, if you're in the deluxe resorts, they all have nice, relaxing lounges. So
the California Grill, do they have a lounge?
They do. Yeah. You could go up there early for a drink. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. That's a popular thing to do.
All right. But yeah, that's it. I'll have to tell you later.
There you go. Let's see what we ended up doing. Now, besides all the food, so we know that's on your must-do list. Have you been thinking of and listening for things that could possibly be on your must-do? Like, what are some of the attractions that you're really excited to try?
So again, the Flight of Passage. Like I got my fast passes, so I'm secure that. But I really want to do, because what everybody talks about it. Anyone that goes there said that's the best attraction ever anywhere. So,
are you susceptible to motion sickness?
That's a weird question. I have car sickness. Okay. I get car sick and I get boat sick.
Oh, you might have a problem with Flight of Passage. So I want to warn you ahead of time. If you can take like Bonine or some kind of Dramamine or something like that, you might consider that.
I have been thinking about this because I did some kind of like those kind of rides before, and I don't get sick in the ride specifically, but I do get both sick. So
all right.
I am warned.
Have you been on any kind of amusement rides that spin or kind of give you that motion sickness feeling?
I've been, again, let's talk about Six Flags for a moment. Yeah. I went there last year and they just opened one that is, it reminds me of what people say the Toy Story Mania is like. It's a car that kind of spins around and you have to shoot things.
Yeah.
So I went there and I was completely fine.
Yeah.
My husband's uncle that was with us, he said like, I can never do this again.
Oh, wow.
So
Disney has some simulator rides that really, so Flight of Passage is a simulator kind of ride where things are kind of moving that cause it. But you'll learn and you can adjust on the fly, I think, too, and see. All right. How about some extras? What kind of, we talked about the Christmas party. You're going to do the Christmas party?
I'm very excited for that, actually. Yeah. Because Christmas is my favorite time of the year ever.
Oh, nice.
With Halloween right next to it, but Christmas is above.
I'm glad you're getting a chance to do the Christmas party. That's one of the things we have never done before, the Christmas party, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, we've done the Halloween party 3 times now, but never the Christmas party. But we've heard people on the podcast have come on, and it's awesome. They talk very highly about it. So I think you'll have some snow on Main Street.
Yeah, that seems amazing. So, and again, I'm also going to try hit the Jingle Bell Jingle Jam at Hollywood Studios.
So did you notice? I didn't even notice that was something I think they did last year for the first time. Were you sure they're doing it this year? Did you look?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
And they have the dessert party too, but I don't think it's all going to depend on our schedule, but we're definitely going to go because it's the day that I have Flying Fish.
Okay.
So we're going to go have dinner there and go back for the Jingle Bell Jingle Band. And
we talked about the Void. Maybe you'll have Happily Ever After dessert party. I think our guests, and we definitely recommend it. It makes it getting in to see the fireworks, see that whole Happily Ever After show. It makes it certainly a lot more convenient, and you don't have to fight for your spot. That's one of the things you're going to learn at Disney World.
Fighting for spots, right?
Well, I shouldn't say fighting, but it's challenging sometimes with lots of big crowds.
The whole problem with the Happily Ever After is because the first day we have California Grill, so we're going to be at Contemporary, and I'm not going to see the projections.
Right. Yeah, you won't see it you got to see it from the inside, I think, for sure.
And because the other day we have the Christmas party is a different fireworks show.
Okay.
It's not the same. So I'm going to try go to that day that I am at Disney Springs, but it's a lot of scheduling. So we're going to see how that ends up happening.
So you talked about doing some character dining. What other character? Do you have some? Do you like the characters? Are you excited to meet? Because where else can you meet big old characters like that, except for Disney World?
I was kind of like afraid in the beginning when I started planning everything because I thought, oh my God, like I'm this 30-year-old woman going there and talking to Mickey, and I thought that was ridiculous and that would never happen. And then you start listening to everybody else, and you said, okay, I'm fine. I can do this. So the princesses, I really want to meet the princesses, and I love Donald and Mickey. Those are my favorites from the Fab Five. So
this is a great point, actually. This is some great advice, and I don't think we talk about it very often. And you mentioned it a little bit by saying the bubble. And I think you're going to notice that when you get inside the Disney World bubble, it's going to be a feeling that you're not going to experience anywhere else, I think. And you're going to hear the music, you're going to feel the excitement of the people, the friendliness of the cast members. Adults are going to let their guard down. They're going to become a kid again, and it's going to take you about 60 seconds before you fall right in line. You're going to wear your ears. You're going to be hugging characters, and you're going to fall right into place. So don't even worry about that.
Oh, that's good, because I was so ashamed in the beginning. I said, oh my God, how can I
I'm embarrassed.
Do this?
You're embarrassed, right?
I'm embarrassed.
Here's our advice. Play it up for all it's worth. just go with it and have fun with it. I think have fun with the characters, have fun with cast members, and joke around with other guests. I think that's the best way to enjoy your time there, for sure. Let your guard down. Don't be shy. All right. Now, we talked about what some of your fast passes you got planned. I see you got Everest. Are you a roller coaster person?
I am a roller coaster person. So
all right. Looking forward.
I have Everest for the 2 days I'm going there, so got to have that done.
So I think you're doing a great job. What's some of the best advice you think you've got for going on this trip from all your research?
Best advice. The whole planning by the day and like choosing your restaurants according to where you are. I think that was a very good thing, because again, like you said, for someone that has never been and has no idea of how big the area is and how far it takes to get to places. So
yeah, take that take it right out of there. That's a good idea. I don't think you're gonna have trouble driving around either. I find driving around in Disney World, I think still if you have like a cell phone with like the Waze app, we still use that too. They change the roads all the time and they're always doing construction. Yeah. And if you make a mistake, you usually don't do what some of the Floridians do and go across the median, but but you can usually recover if you, but I think I find it to be pretty, watch what you're doing. Cause Disney World, when you get down into Florida, in that part of the Florida, it's the most accidents because per capita in the entire United States, probably the world, because there's a lot of people not knowing where they are that are on vacation. A lot of tourists. Yeah, not paying attention. So be careful when you're driving. Watch what others are doing.
That's one thing that I hear a lot of people say, like, if you're driving, just like be aware, because people are not aware when they're you will see people make some dumb moves and mistakes, and so just be aware they're not paying attention, and they don't know where they're going, and they make crazy U-turns and all kinds of stuff like that. So be aware of that. But yeah, keep going. Tell me what else you got as far as tips that you're that are on the top of your mind, top of your list. Plan everything. Just plan. Research, know what you're doing, do your reservations before, do 180 days for your dining, your 60 day for fast passes, and the most important of them all, have an agent. We didn't say that in the beginning, but I didn't know you guys were travel agents when I was listening to the podcast, and by that time I had already got a travel agent. And he is from here, he's from my town, so I said that's nice. And he has been a great help. Again, I did all the research myself. I chose everything, but he's the one doing the job. Nice. Because he's the one getting the reservations. He's the one that woke up at 6 something in the morning and did the fast passes. So
Right.
you can do all the fun part yourself.
That's right.
But you need someone that has the inside and actually helps you and do the hard parts, gets the discounts, and knows exactly what he or she is doing. So
Thank you. Yeah, totally agree. And it doesn't cost you extra.
Exactly.
The travel agents get paid from Disney on a commission, whether you go through them directly or you go through a travel agent. It makes no difference in the cost. So it's something Disney definitely, we're trained by Disney too. We're authorized mostly. We look for an authorized, at least we are.
Yeah.
That's all I would say. But yeah, good for you to do that, especially for someone new. If you're listening to the podcast and you're new and you're doing your research, connect with us. That whole collaboration, I think.
Exactly. Just and find someone. Like I hit up with you guys. Like I like the style of the podcast. There's many more. Sometimes you don't go with it. It doesn't matter. Just find someone that you
trust,
you connect to and trust, and have them help you, because you guys are amazing. The whole, like you said, the whole community in the Facebook and the way everybody has the inside information, people that go there all the time and they know exactly what you're supposed to find or where to find it or how to find it. So talk to people.
Yes.
It's not simple to plan a Disney vacation, and I found out there a little the hard way.
Yeah.
But it is the best kind of trip you can plan.
And I think you heard this. So you definitely said plan, and this is the number one tip we hear all the time. So do those planning. We always say have margin in your plan. And
yes.
Right. So don't get too stressed out if maybe you're great. I don't know if this is going to happen to you or not. This happens to me. Like I'll be going and eating all these restaurants. I'm like, you know what? I could just eat in tonight. If we just go back to the resort tonight and we blow off, I mean, I hate to do it, but we've been to a lot of the restaurants before. We might say, you know what? I've been eating too much. Let's just not do this tonight. It's okay.
It's okay. Exactly.
It's okay.
You don't need to stick to the plan 100%.
No, it's a guideline, and have that time reserved for those little special moments that just pop up, because those can be some of the more special moments that you're going to have on the trip. So yeah, don't be running to the next thing.
No, exactly. That's another thing a lot of people told me exactly for the first time. So have your plan everything. However, you're there for the first time. Look around, enjoy.
And you're going to be there.
Around.
You're going to be there 11 nights, right? In Disney World. And
exactly.
So you really, I mean, you still can't do quote unquote everything. But,
no.
But
no, I can't.
But that's okay. But you got a nice trip planned here. You got plenty of time to really enjoy it. And I'm excited for you. I'm sure our whole Geekin' family is excited for you.
I'm glad. I hope when I come back, I have very good news and fun information for everybody.
Okay, come back and tell us all how it went, and tell us the stories, and tell us how many times you cried.
Yeah, exactly right. We're gonna have to have a podcast just for that. Just to have how many times? Where did I cry in this trip?
I love your story, Bruna. Thanks so much for sharing it with all of us. I was so excited to finally get you on. We've been talking since April.
Exactly. Oh, thank you so much for having me. This was so fun. Talking about Disney is always fun.
What's the count? You got a countdown going?
Countdown, yeah.
Countdown app?
We're what, 29?
Oh, wow. That's awesome. So all right.
Close.
Well, have a great time. Stay in touch. And if you have any questions, even when you're down there, just message us, okay?
I will. Thank you so much, Kurt.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Well, as I record this right now, Bruna is in Disney World right now. I'm watching all of our Facebook postings. It looks like her and her husband are having an awesome time and really taking advantage of that deluxe dining plan. I can't wait for her to come back home and share all of the details on her trip report. That would be so much fun. Hey, let's get some shout outs from other Geekin' family members. Jessica Merrick, thank you so much for the intro. That is something you all can do. Just record the audio on your phone. You can even do it as video. Send it to me at kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com. just give us your name and where you're from, some fun Walt Disney World facts about yourself, and that you go geeking with Curtis, Lindsay, and the whole geeking family, and send that to me. I don't have any new ones, so if you send that in, there's a really good chance you'll be on next week's show. Some more shout outs. Boy, we have lots of Geek and Family members in the parks, I guess all the time. But I just want to give a shout out to Jody Porcue, who's there with her very adorable children. And she's got someone else there with her too. I forget who it is, but they're having an awesome time posting. You've seen all of those Halloween decorations down at Disney World. And I know she went to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. She's been looking forward to that to over a year. I've been seeing her post about that. So Jody, I'm glad you guys are having a great time. Amanda Held, I see you there too. Brandy Walsh is, I think they're with her in-laws doing food wine festival. She's such a foodie in a winey. What's the wine? When you're a wine lover, I forget. There is a name for that. But Brandy, I can't wait to hear about your trip also. And Jen Batchelder, I see you're down there too, Jen. I had opportunity to meet Jen back in January when I was in Disney World. I think she's there with her husband. Great to see you guys having fun down in the parks. Hey, Mama, let me know. I think she was Mama. A couple things she told me recently. Christmas resort mugs. You might have heard our whole adventure trying to get the Halloween mugs, the resort mugs, down when we were there in September. And I see they've got Christmas resort mugs. It must be a trend they're doing for different seasons. So look for those if you're going down at Christmas time. And hopefully you'll have a better chance. Hope they get there faster than they did for the Halloween mugs. And of course, these are the mugs that you get with, it's like $18 for the week. And you can get your mug filled at your drink stations at the resorts, and they don't sell them in the parks. It's only at the resorts. Another thing Mama says to me yesterday was that she's rebooked or changed our booking for our All-Star Resort stay for October, which is going to be the Grand Geekin' Gathering, or the G3. This is the big Geekin' Family trip with Kevin Curtis Allen coming from the UK. We're all excited. There's several people going down there. If you're going there, let me know so we know when we do our Geekin' Gatherings down in the parks. I know that you're there. But we just switched it over to All-Star Music because Mom noticed that they had, I think she got a good price probably. She's always checking because she's a travel agent, and noticed that they have nice refurbished rooms. I posted that in our Facebook group. Some of the pictures of the refurb. They're really getting ready and geared up, refurbing lots of rooms for Star Wars Land that comes end of October. I bet we might change again. You never know. Hey, look for a live trip report coming out this Thursday. I'm going to start releasing the live recordings probably on Thursdays that I recorded on our September 2019 trip. I finished all of the January ones finally, but I had a rough week at work. You ever have one of those weeks at work? Well, I had some late night things I had to do a couple nights last week. So I had planned to put this out last Thursday. I think I got it ready. I've got it all edited, and I just got to put some intro on it and get it ready for Thursday. So look for that coming out as a bonus recording on your feed from the podcast. All right. Hey, guess what? Mama, Judy, EJ Cruz, and Jennifer Galambos, we are travel agents with Fairy Tale Concierge, and Fairy Tale Concierge is an authorized Disney vacation travel agency. Book your trips with us. We really appreciate when you do that. Email Judy and Mama at travelingtiaras@gmail.com and find EJ and Jennifer on their Little Dole Whips Facebook page. Hey, if you book with us, we'll keep looking out for those discounts and programs that Disney World is doing. There's a couple coming up. They always have annual pass holder discounts, a Visa card holder coming up in January. We're staying on this one called the Play, Stay, and Dine. And, we can answer all kinds of questions for you. There's no additional cost to you if you book with us. Mama recently saved one of our clients over $300. They're going at Christmas time and upgraded them from a free meal plan, which was a quick service meal plan, to the next level, the regular dining plan. They already had some restaurants booked, and so they were going to spend like $600 already out of their pocket for those sit-down meals, and she got them on the next meal plan, just paying the difference between the quick service and the regular meal plan, and saved them over $300 just for that. Plus, they get more food, more sit-down restaurants, and they can book those. So they're starting to book some of those for them. It's actually Auntie Judy's nephew who's going. All right, so we can do that kind of stuff for you guys. Just get a hold of us and we will book an awesome trip for you and help you book all those fast passes and ADRs and maybe even try to get you one of your preferred rooms through the Disney fax system. All right, remember to sign up for our email newsletter, the Geekin Gazette. You can go out to geekinonwdw.com. It's over there on the right-hand side. It's, I think, on the top of your mobile phone. Give us your email, and we will send you an email. It's usually weekly, and you'll hear what's going on in the Geekin family. I like to put some of the news that I feel is important in the Disney World sphere and what's going on with our Geekin family, those discounts from our travel agents, and just keep you up to date just once a week. You know, we've got just an awesome private Facebook group. There are people answering questions out there, telling us about their trips and tips, and ask, you know, when someone else asks a question, you get something answered that you may be thinking about too. Great engagement. Our Geekin family members are always answering those questions for you. You get all kinds of views and feedback there. So join us on Facebook. Just search for Geekin on WDW family, and it is the group, not the page. That's the best way. You'll get 3 questions I ask you. Answer those 3 questions, and I will read them, probably message you back too, and we'll get you in the Facebook group. Look for me on Thursday nights, Facebook Live. If you'd like to talk to me live, ask me some questions about your trip coming up, or talk about a trip you just been on. I love doing that. I had some fun talking to some new people this past week, so that is awesome. Thanks for going geeking on Walt Disney World with us. We really appreciate you listening and geeking with us every single day. We love you, geeks. Have a magical day, and I hope all your dreams come true. Cool. Just want to get a little history there. It's kind of fun. And I'm just going to make this bigger so I can see it. And I'll introduce you, and then we'll get right into it. I'm going to pretty much, I had a couple little questions I was looking through here. Nothing.
Did you got the notes, right?
Yeah, yep, absolutely. Thanks. I'm looking through it.
I don't know. Is the introduction okay? I wasn't sure if those things were nice as an introduction. I didn't know what you.
Oh no, it's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, like you said, it's kind of hard if you've never been before, but it's perfect. I love it. Awesome job.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do. I'm nervous.
Good.
I'm so nervous.
Oh, good. Me too.
Okay. Let's.
Nervous energy is always. It's a good thing. I think it comes across as excitement for our audience too. So
that's good. If it comes out like this, that's nice.
I think. Well, you're excited, so.
I'm very excited
for the whole trip. I'm excited to do this. I am excited too to finally do this. Let's do it.
Exactly. Let's do it.
All right. I'm really excited. Yeah, I just screwed up. And 1 second, Bruna. Actually, I'm going to take a break 1 second.
No problem.
My batteries are going low, and I just looked at them, and I'm going. So hold on 1 second. I'm going to hit pause. Good night. And that is great. That's a great wrap. If you want to stay on for a second, that's fine.
Yes, sure. Yes.
That was fun.
Oh, my God.
You did great.
That was very fun.
It's fun to go through the whole thing, right?
That is actually pretty fun. I haven't done like this rundown for my whole trip in a while, so this has been.
Sorry, I got you all excited again. Now you gotta wait another 29 days.
Oh my God, it's so close.
Yeah, definitely.
I was gonna ask you something during the podcast and I forgot.
Go ahead. I could always stick it in there in the end.
We're driving. So regarding parking, like for example, if we're going for breakfast at Bowman and then I need to go to Animal Kingdom later.
Yeah.
I can't leave my car parked at the restaurant, can I?
Yeah, you probably could. I wouldn't worry about it. You could.
Yeah. No, because I'm thinking.
You could take the bus. You'd have to take the bus over to Animal Kingdom.
No. Yes, because I'm thinking maybe
I wouldn't actually.
Later than
if you wanted to come back.
Opening.
If you wanted to come back to the resort, maybe. But it's not that far of a drive. You hop in the car. You're not that far away. So.
So it's not necessarily. I don't need to worry about. Okay.
No, and when you're eating there for breakfast, just because you're not staying there, just go drive up. You're going to have a little card on your dashboard for the resort that you're staying. Mm-hmm. But because you're not staying at that resort, just tell them you have a reservation for breakfast, and they'll actually have your name on a list too.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I've never left my car there and went to a resort, but I don't see why it would be a problem.
No, because I'm thinking of places like Boardwalk, for example, and then we need to take the car and drive to Epcot that is on the other side, the parking.
No, so if you go to Flying Fish at the Boardwalk, and you could leave the car there, you can walk to Epcot from there.
Yeah, because it's closer to walk, right?
It is, yeah. Yes,
Boardwalk.
yes,
okay.
Yes. It's a very close walk from Flying Fish on the Boardwalk to Epcot. No problem.
Yeah, I was just wondering if they're going to charge me if I leave the car there.
No.
That was my...
No, I don't think. Not if you have a reservation.
If I'm eating there, right?
Yeah.
If I'm eating there, probably they're not going to...
No, and you're already... actually, they charge you now for your resort for your car.
Yeah, but I got the reservation before they changed that. So thank goodness.
That's nice. Yeah, you've got a parking... You're staying on. They know you're staying on property too, so it's more for the people that aren't on property.
They're on a property. Oh my God, we never talk about Universal in the end.
Oh jeez.
But that's okay. We can do because
when you come back.
Because pre-trip for Universal, there's not much to talk about.
True.
Because
that's true.
There's nothing. I'm having the Express Unlimited, whatever that thing is.
Which resort are you staying at?
I'm staying at the Royal Pacific.
Nice.
Resort. So the one that gives you the Express Unlimited passes.
Yeah, perfect.
So,
nice. Good.
It's going to be a nice trip too. It's just there's not too much of preparing for it.
You don't have any big restaurants planned there probably either.
No, because they have nice restaurants in the resort specifically.
Yep. And then they have the City Walk area.
The City Walk. And then we're probably going to be eating at the Harry Potter park a lot.
Okay.
Because that's where, that's my whole plan is the Harry Potter area.
Perfect.
So,
Very good.
We can get that in once I come back.
So you got my email. As soon as you get back, it's kind of the same format.
The same questions almost.
Yeah, I have more. I can remind me. I can send you the email that I got, kind of a regular email I send out for trip reports. So
how you're going to release this? You're going to wait for me to come back and then you're going to get both at the same time?
No, I'll probably. I'm almost caught up. I've got one coming up Monday with Lindsay and Holly, and then I've got one with our trip report with Mom and Judy and Ken, and then it's going to be yours.
Oh, okay, all right.
I think, unless I do a live one in the middle somewhere there too. I gotta release some of my live stuff too, but you're only like 3 or 4 away.
Do you already have the lives for the last trip you did?
I haven't even I have like 1 or 2 left from January still, but I did record from September too. Yeah.
Those live things are so cool.
Great.
I avoid listening to the ones that you go through the ride because I can listen to everything that is in the ride.
That's funny.
Like the coffee walks, it's fun. I like listening to
I think I got a feeling I did mostly coffee walks in the September one. I don't recall. I may have recorded some conversations in the parks. I don't remember doing a lot of ride audio. I could be wrong. I could be forgetting altogether. But
no, I don't think it was September. There was one that you started. I think you guys went to Flight of Passage or Navy River. I don't remember.
Well, I was doing some live Facebook. I did quite a bit while I was down there too.
So that was the one. But besides that, no. But those are fun. Those are very fun.
Great to know. Well, I'm excited for you. So send us lots of pictures when you're down there. All right.
I'll try.
All right.
If I'm not too excited.
That's right. Yeah, that's true. All right.
But I'll send some pictures for sure.
Have a great weekend. Get your house all done before you go.
Okay, thank you. Have a great weekend too.
All right. Bye.
Talk soon. Bye.